Hi there. This video just is simply to demonstrate some of our latest functionality that we offer our existing and new customers when they come to get a new website from us. So I think it's pretty standard stuff typically that you expect to see from a website in that you have a nice header area, intro section. If you have multi-properties, then the properties can be showcased like this, um, the typical at a glance features list, etc., and then some sections showcasing your most important aspects, etc. That's pretty straightforward stuff that you'd expect on any decent, well-made website. Then it gets to the interesting part. So what we've now include, which is brand new for this year for our customers, and it's something we've been slowly working on over the last few years, and put it all together in this fantastic system. So this Why Choose Us area, basically, if we flick through, you'll see lots and lots of different sort of you know what we call the niches, and these niches are either area niches. So why does someone choose to come to your area, or why do they decide to come to your accommodation in terms of rather than someone else in the area? So it can cover things like if you've got a hot tub, or if you're ideal for families, or ideal for couples, or if you're near to golfing, golf courses. Whatever your niches are, you should have a landing page for them, because otherwise, if we imagine this section didn't exist and you've got instead these little sections, okay, which is what used to be the case, you might have a we welcome dogs section, and then that's it. That's all you've got perhaps on being dog friendly, apart from perhaps mentioning in an at a glance on the property page that you're dog friendly. But if you have your own dedicated dog-friendly page, let me find the dog-friendly page. So let's click on this. This goes to its own dedicated landing page, which allows us to optimize that page for search engines. And if you notice, the actual title of the page is more delivered for search engines. Dogs welcome 5 holiday home. So anyone typing in that wording is very likely, therefore, for our site to come up as a search result, because it's exactly what they're putting in. So, but not only that, behind the scenes, you've got the page title and description for search engines, which is just dedicated to being dog friendly accommodation. So you can put all sorts of permutations about dog friendly or dogs welcome, and it's all about being dog friendly. Whereas when you consider your homepage, you might be dog friendly, you might have a hot tub, you might be disabled accessible, you might be fantastically located. How can you cover all those things for search engines in 60 characters, which is what your page title allows for search engines? Likewise, for a page description for search engines, this is the SEO snippet, 200 and something characters, which is about one big long sentence. You can't cover everything sufficiently, which is why landing pages are absolutely paramount. So things like that. Let me go back to the home page to cover a few more aspects. So basically, if you've got anything that is essentially a niche, a main selling point, you really want to have a proper page for that niche. And then going down the page a little bit on the home page, we can see that you've got this charming review section. This brings in the latest 5 reviews added to the website. And if we click on see more reviews, it takes you to a dedicated reviews page where all the reviews that have been added to the site are nicely displayed. What's lovely about these reviews is that if we click on the review, it goes to an individual page for that review, you see. And what's amazing about that is that for search engines in particular, adding fresh content throughout the year is one of the biggest bugbears that owners have. They simply don't have the time in the peak season, and in the outer season, they might have time, but it's patchy. You know what I mean? So being able to add fresh content is ideal. So having these reviews able to be easily added to a website is, and this takes literally a second to do. You copy and paste it into the back end, and it appears then on the home page and on the reviews page. And the brilliance of it is that often in reviews, I might look at the length of this review, is that you can there's loads of information on here that perhaps hasn't been put in in such a way anywhere else on the website. So mentioning that there's large outdoor patio dining seating, obviously that should be mentioned everywhere. But if it wasn't, imagine it just said, you know, outdoor space, for example, having more mentioning about, the private wall gardens beautifully maintained, in actual fact, I can guarantee that this is a lovely description of the garden, which perhaps could be, enhanced on the actual property page. So, all these things are just really of benefit to the, to the website, and also huge benefit to potential bookers. If they read this, they're going to be like, oh, that sounds lovely. They're more likely to book. So that's one aspect. Now I'm going to open up another site because this owner hasn't actually utilized one of the things that I think is really another delight and useful aspect is on this site they're using the photo blog, which is a fabulous section. When you hover over the pictures, you can see the little captions, and if we click on one of the pictures, you can see again it's its own individual page, which is great for search engines. So when new content's added to a website, search engines, if they realize it's a frequent occurrence, they'll come back to trawl your website for far more frequently than if you are a quite typical owner that maybe updates twice a year. Do you know what I mean? So updating content, that's not updating your calendar, but updating content on your website is vital. And the photo blog reviews and landing page creations, adding normal blog posts is one area where you can make such a difference. Search engines will be able to return your site for tons more content and search phrases than if you don't have these things. You'd be amazed at what a difference doing these, adding fresh content periodically in the form of reviews, photo blogs, normal blogs, and those landing pages. And it's so easy to add a new landing page. So to give you an example of what you can do throughout your time as an accommodation owner, over the coming years, things are going to happen in the area, like maybe a new attraction will open or a new wedding venue will open, and you see that quite a few of your guests are coming because they're staying at a wedding venue. So let's going back to the other site, that this one, if we go to the landing pages, and this is another key thing, it's really great actually. When you all the landing pages has been put together and embedded, so they're individual pages as they are, but they're also embedded in one long page like this, um, so that someone on a mobile phone can scroll, and the whole content of each landing page is visible. So all that content is the same as on the individual page, so that people on a mobile phone can just scroll on down and see all the fantastic reasons why they would choose your property. And this is a landing page, as you can see, for Falkland Palace. Is for this accommodation, a lot of the guests are there because they're attending a wedding. So having a page about that is fantastic. So that's one thing. Having then we have a similar idea for the area, and again, all the landing page niches are nicely embedded in one long page. So let me just open that up, and here you are. You can see all the landing pages are embedded there. In the footer, which is another nice thing, you've got the latest 3 landing pages shown there. It just really keeps people interest on the site. And if you were to visit one of the actual landing pages, at the bottom of the landing page, you've got nice links through to other landing pages just to keep the interest there. But that's all the front end. What's really important as well for the back end is that we include SEO, a pro system. So you can, when you add a new landing page, you'll be able to optimize that for exactly what you want search engines to know about. So it's a professional SEO system. We also include linking your site to Google Analytics and Google Search Console, which allows you to see how many visitors you get and also what they've put into Google to reach your site if they've come via Google search. So you would end up being able to really understand what your site is strongly getting found for, or other search phrases that might start appearing that you think, oh, that's good. I'm now appearing for dog friendly holidays in Fife. So I will create maybe a few more photo blogs with that in mind, maybe a proper blog post about some dog friendly walks or dog friendly places to eat, anything like that, where you then optimize it for that search phrase. um, there's so much more helpful tips we give our owners to on how they can accomplish what they want from their website. And what's really lovely is that you don't even need to spend out on a booking system. This website is using our free calendar, which we include, which syncs with Airbnb, Verbo, Booking.com, any iCal syncing calendar, third-party calendar, we can link it to, so you don't even have to update the availability. And then you can use a simple booking inquiry form for people to send an inquiry. However, it does, I would say that for best results, getting a third party booking system like Bookalet will give you the best results, where people can see exactly the price for a stay and book it, pay their deposit, and they know that that booking is firm. So either way, we work with all the big booking systems. We can embed any booking system into the website, so you will see a dramatic increase in direct bookings if you show availability at the very least, or have a booking system. So all these things really important. How to get your booking system, your website to get you direct bookings, and to be a hugely successful marketing tool for you. Please get in touch if you have any questions.